Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Banter with Builders podcast.
Welcome back.
This episode, we have Ted and Mason coming on to talk all things Safety Week from May and Safety Month for June. Before we get things started with that episode, we have a few things to talk about. First things first, we launched our brand new website, concordinc.com. If you haven't checked it out already, make sure you go check it out and let us know what you think.
July 10th at 4 p.m., we have the Saguaro Creek ribbon cutting, so we'll see you guys there.
And then coming up is our third annual Field Freeze, where we bring those hydration popsicles out to all of our subs and superintendents out there working hard in this crazy heat. So stay tuned for a sign-up genius coming out to get signed up for one of those job sites.
You guys might notice a few of us in the office missing July 16th through 18th for ASBO. We're going to have our Concord Saloon. All of the Tucson office, you guys are welcome to join and come meet us at our booth. So we'll see you there.
Okay, that's all for our upcoming events and updates, so let's get into this month's episode. Bye, guys. Welcome back. We have another episode of Banter with Builders, and it's been a while. We took a month break, so we're back with Ted and Mason. Welcome, you guys.
Welcome. Thank you.
So we have Mason, who has been here almost 3 years, and Ted, who has been here almost 20 years.
Decades.
That's crazy.
Yep.
That is.
All right, and Mason, what is your new title? We're going to talk about that a little bit later, but
Safety specialist.
Safety specialist, and then we have Ted, who's our general superintendent. For now. Yeah. All right, well, before we get into that, we're going to do a little icebreaker game that involves the three of us closing our eyes and listening to Lily's voice. So she's going to go say some things that are like most likely to show up to work late or whatever it may be, and then we're closing our eyes and we're pointing at who we think it is.
Oh, so you guys won't even see?
We won't even see.
Dang.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, we
can
could
talk about us so we don't get to see it?
We should do it with eyes open because it might be more fun.
Why don't we close and then
and then
look.
open after?
Okay.
Okay. Close your
Okay,
eyes.
you guys ready?
Okay.
Eyes are closed. Who's most likely to be late? Open.
Okay.
Close. Who's most likely to forget their wallet? Open. Everyone?
Me?
Wow, Macie. You're
Guys,
forgetful, apparently.
I have my purse on me. Okay, fine.
All right. Who's most likely to cry at a movie? Open your eyes.
What? Really?
Yes, I'm very sensitive, believe it or not.
I am too. It just depends on
What?
It depends on what we're watching.
Yeah.
Wait, who did you pick? Me?
You. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ted, you're a crier.
Yep, I'm a crier
Even
and a
in the
hugger.
theaters?
Yep.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
Don't tell nobody,
That's so
all right?
sweet. Well, you just told
It's
quite
just
a few
us,
people.
right?
Yeah. Your secret's safe with us.
All right. My wife laughs at me. You're a big crybaby.
Does she cry?
No, hell no.
Someone's got to be the crybaby.
That's
really.
awesome.
I
Yeah,
support
there's
us both. Don't
There
worry.
can't be two. That's messy.
Yeah,
That's
right.
fair. Okay.
All right, close your eyes. Most likely to cry if their sports team loses. Open your eyes.
He pointed himself. Yeah.
He
Have
said,
you
yeah.
cried?
It's not that serious, bro.
Have you cried?
I know.
Mason?
It's not. Not recently.
No.
You ready?
All right, eyes closed. Most likely to laugh in a serious moment. All right, open your eyes.
You. Okay.
Really?
I was
And
almost
Macie,
picked you,
apparently.
but I thought you guys
I
both
like
gonna
to make
pick me.
fun of people, so.
I like laugh when I like shouldn't, and then I can't stop laughing because I know I shouldn't be laughing.
Yeah.
All right, close your eyes. Most likely to trip over nothing. All right, open your eyes.
I don't know.
Okay, wow.
I was saying I don't
Listen,
trip,
you're
but I
coming
wear
at
the
me.
You
heels.
see those feet?
She's
He's
wearing-
tripping over
she's-
stuff.
I know, but
She
these
wears those
shoes can be
shoes.
deadly sometimes.
That's Every time I see her, she's wearing some shoes that has a heel on it.
Yeah.
It's
Listen, when
Bound
you're 5
to-
foot nothing, you got to do what you got to do.
bound to slip and trip
Five.
on
I thought
something.
it was 4 or something.
Ted.
All right. Well, the heels, you know, that'll get you up to 5.
No, it gets
like
me up to
5'4".
5. Yeah, I'm 5'3"
Oh,
and 3/4. If we're being,
This year.
If we're yes.
She's still growing.
Oh, Whatever.
It's early yet in the year.
Oh my gosh.
Is there another one?
Yep.
Okay.
We have 2 more. Close your eyes. Most likely to cancel plans last minute. Open your eyes.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
no, Macie.
I'm not a huge canceler, but like, I've figured men don't really cancel,
No.
You don't
right?
think?
No.
No.
When they do something, they do it. I'm
Wow.
like, ooh, I could just stay at home.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get that. All right,
All
one
right,
more.
Last one.
Who's most likely to fall asleep during a movie?
Well, Ted's too busy crying, so.
That's right. I'm wide awake.
Okay, open your eyes.
Oh wow, we all voted for someone different.
All right.
All right, thanks,
Never
Lele,
happened.
for the
Well, that was fun.
assist.
That was fun.
Oh my gosh.
You got to learn a little bit about everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Now I know you cry at movies. That's gonna
all right.
be. I'm gonna keep that one in my back pocket.
Well, use it.
Yeah. All right.
Any
Let's.
shame.
I'm trying to remember the last time I cried in a movie. I don't know if I.
Last night.
Really? Like, have you ever?
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But I don't remember like when it was or what movie it was.
I cry get teary eyed at like the easiest things, like a nice text, tears. Like
Yeah.
I'm too much. So a lot of movies make me cry.
Well, like that teacher appreciation video that you just put out.
It made you cry.
Not really, but
Oh.
it
So
kind of tugged at
sensitive.
my heartstrings.
Wow,
when,
I'm so
well,
glad.
when the kids were talking about their teachers.
I know it's adorable
Yeah.
hearing those tiny little voices and the nice when they're like, "My teacher's so pretty." I'm like, that is so wholesome.
Yeah, it is. It's pretty cute.
All right. Well, before we get into safety, which is what this episode's all about, because we had safety week last month, safety month this month, and this will come out at the beginning of July. But I want everyone to get to know you two a little bit more. Mason, if you want to start, kind of tell us, I guess you're younger and more new in the workforce, so start off kind of in college, what that experience was and how you landed at this job at Concord.
Okay. I am from Temecula, California. Was born and raised there. I came to Arizona about 10 years ago now to play football at Arizona State. Finished my schooling.
Which I learned you had how many offers?
17.
17 offers
Full
to play.
ride.
That's
Yeah.
so amazing.
Mm-hmm. It was pretty amazing.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, very, very cool time of my life. But yeah, came out here to play football. Ended up staying after I was done with school. And then kind of struggled to find a place to work. Was, working as a security guard at a couple nightclubs. And then,
And what did you study when you were in school?
So I studied emergency management, and then I have a master's of higher education
Cool.
administration.
Okay, nice.
So then COVID happened. Thought I was going to be working at ASU in the academic department with with all the athletes, and then that didn't really work out. So I ended up working at Home Depot, and I was there for about a year and a half. And then Ryan Beaver, who's Jason Beaver's son, let me know about the position that had opened up here,
And what was that position? What did you start as? when
I
you came
started
here?
as an assistant superintendent.
That's right. You were in the field
Mhm.
full time.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Got hired by Bob Cashin, our previous director of operations, and ever since worked my way through the superintendent gig, and now I'm in safety.
Are you excited about this switch over to
Yes.
safety? Yeah.
Yes.
Cool.
Definitely. I think it lines up with the schooling that I did.
Yeah, that's what I was
and-
gonna say. It kind of came full circle.
Yeah,
So
for sure.
that's pretty awesome.
Mhm.
Awesome, Ted. What about you? 20 years. Go through every single year.
Not happening. Not happening.
No, give us the cliff notes.
Cliff notes.
I don't think I've heard this before. So
There's some things I'm not going to tell you about that. But
okay.
no, I started off with Concord. I was with another firm. Thought I burnt my bridge over there. Got myself in some trouble a few times. Immature. Got myself out of trouble. Started off an assistant with Concord and just kind of climbed the ladder.
Assistant super.
Yeah.
That's what you started as too.
Yeah.
Whoa, that's so
Yeah.
cool.
Years and years ago, I was actually ended up working for Diane's ex-husband, Gene, on a job, and then he left us, and then I took over, got
As
into
super.
superintendent, and then moved into senior super, and then we ended up with our growth and everything, ended up making the position of general soup, and I was the guy for it.
And how long have you been general?
3 years now.
Okay. What's the difference? Like, I mean, obviously, then other than being in the field at one job, but like, what's the biggest difference for you that you felt that you like or dislike between from super to general?
Well, from super, you got your own troubles, your job, right? Now it's general, everybody's troubles are your troubles. So I like it. It keeps you on fast pace, and you kind of start your day or your week out with a schedule, and then you'll get snowballed because things happen.
Yeah.
But then you got to get back on the rails and making sure things are still happening per your schedule.
So you're the first call that supers make if they need help outside of what they can handle.
Yes, a lot.
Okay.
Yep.
And do you, on a normal basis, do you travel and hit every job site, like on a weekly basis? Is that even possible?
So between 3 offices now, right?
Yeah.
So we're in Mojave County, and we have our Macie office, and then we got our Tucson office. I try to go every other week to each territory.
Okay.
But then you spend a lot of office time too, because there's a lot of meetings
Yeah.
that you just got to be part of.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's pretty cool.
Keeps you fast.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
it's 3 years, and now you're kind of transferring. Well, you're moving. You're
moving.
leaving us.
Yeah, moving from the valley. Going to go up to Mojave County, looking at, going up to the Havasu
That's
side,
crazy.
and change roles
Yeah.
and responsibilities, and try to get that office up and growing pretty good.
Are you excited to move over there?
Yes,
Do you have a boat?
I will.
You will have a boat.
Yes,
I was going to
I
say,
will.
you can't live in Havasu without a boat.
That's the last toy I need.
Yeah,
So
there you
water
go.
comes a boat. So
That's pretty cool. And you're bringing all your little dogs up there.
Yeah.
Do you still have those puppies?
I have one left.
One left.
It's getting delivered in August to Pennsylvania to a family member.
Wow.
And we're actually babysitting one right now, and she is terrible.
Oh no.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Like you adopted her out, but now you're just watching. Is
Yeah,
this
they went
someone
on
you
vacation
know?
for a week, so they're
Oh,
like,
okay.
"Hey, why don't you watch our dog?" And I'm like, "You got your dog to travel, but they booked a train ride where you can't take pets." So,
Okay.
so we understood. So she came over last night, and 11:30, she was on Zoomies.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
I was like, "Go to bed."
How old are they now?
Good question. I think about 4 months.
Oh, so young still. Okay, yeah. Zoomies. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
They're
And-
uncontrollable.
Oh yeah, they're fun.
That's funny. Now we're kind of transferring over to that title change, Mason, that you had going to the safety department. We now have an internal safety department, Ted, for the first time ever. Is that true?
Yes. Yeah. We've
Okay.
always outsourced.
Yeah.
We had a safety committee, but a third party, Alliance Safety, would hit our jobs, do our certifications we need, training, things like that, and we decided to bring it in-house and then get the staff for that in-house department, and I think it's going very well.
And what was the main reason for that? Like, what are the benefits to having it internally?
Well, the field guys complain, like they're not getting called out on things and things like that. And then being ESOP, you're spending money outsourcing it when you can keep
I
it
see.
indoors. So I
Yeah.
think that was a big curve too. And then, of course, just safety is not everybody's favorite topic. It's like bullseye on you.
Yeah.
But you complain about it. You want it in-house. We got it in-house. You still complain about safety. So,
Yeah.
well, we're definitely raising our bar, I think, with our growth as a company, bringing it in-house. New manuals, new certifications, just more new safety software, SALIS, things like that. That's
Yeah.
bringing us together as a whole as one. So,
Pretty cool. And Mason, what do you think is the most challenging part since you guys have started this internal safety department?
I think just getting used to the new software that we've been running with SALIS. It's taken some time to really get it under wraps and kind of work the kinks out. And having superintendents that might not be super computer savvy is kind of difficult. But it's easier to be out on the job site and actually working with them and training them on how to use it.
Yeah.
So that's what I've been doing, is hitting all the job sites throughout the state, working with our superintendents, reviewing their forms, making sure they're filled out correctly. And yeah, that's pretty much been probably the most difficult part about it, just the new software in general.
Yeah.
And I think on top of that is our subcontractors too, getting used to it and knowing how to manage it or do their duties and things like that's been a big one too. So,
Yeah, for sure.
but it's nice you can do everything from your phone, so it's
Yeah, that's a nice
QR code it,
difference.
start doing
Right.
your forms,
Yeah.
move.
Yeah.
Once
fast
they learn
tracked it for sure.
It's simple. It's not hard to learn. It just takes a little bit to get used to. That's all.
So the third party we were using, were they also visiting sites and doing that kind of stuff as often as you are now?
Yeah.
Okay.
I would say they was on a, as a cost, right? So
Yeah.
it's whatever, we settled on and how many visits per
see.
sites and how many inspections per whatever it costs. I would say now we're getting better bang for a buck because we're hitting more. We're not just big jobs, not just small jobs. We're getting all of them, I think.
Yeah.
And then, our subcontractor pool, they're on many of our job sites. So kind of that transition smooths out in a quicker time, I think, once they learn and get a hang of everything.
Yeah. Is there anything that like you're still kind of ironing out that like more changes we'll be seeing, or do you think it's kind of like been settled in place?
Well, I feel every day we're making some little tweaks, making it easier.
Yeah.
So then instead of having to fill out like confined space on every audit you do when it's not even happening in your job, now it's a drop down. So you can skip 10 questions or whatever it is.
Yeah.
So we're learning, we start off with our basic, now we're just improving that and fast tracking that a little bit.
Yeah.
Cool.
I think for the most part we've got it handled, but
nice.
every day there's things that we are learning on the back end that's helping our superintendents and our users fill out those forms in a more simple way. So,
that's awesome. And then Mason, are you the only one right now going out to sites and doing that?
Yeah, in safety, in the safety department, yes. I am the one that goes out and hits all of our job sites throughout the whole state and makes sure that we're working safely and our subs are working safely. So
yeah, and then kind of Ted, you kind of mentioned it, like it's not everyone's favorite person to see when they like walk onto your job site, but I think at least from what I've heard, like you've found a way that works kind of. And what does that look like? What have you found that works and maybe doesn't work as well?
I think it's just the way that I approach the conversation, because there are people that will approach it in a very, like not violent way, but just they have like malice towards the person that, they're having to talk to about a safety issue. For me, it's just the way that I approach the conversation and kind of just let them know that I'm here to help them and not, give them any, how do you say that? Like
you're not out to get them.
Exactly. Yeah. I'm not there to make them feel bad about it. I'm there to like teach them and help them learn that that's not the right way to do it. You know what I mean? So.
And are you going, like, if you see a problem, let's say, are you going to the super first, or do you go directly to that worker?
I go right up to the worker.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think the big thing is understanding, operations got to operate. We got to operate safely, right? So then safety department is not your roadblock, right? We're actually there to work with you and be ahead of the problems and pre-installation meetings and get that worked out. Now, if some things don't happen the way that they're supposed to happen, yes, we can halt work, but that's not the objective, and that's what getting everyone to buy in, like. That's
so true, like a roadblock. I like that, because I feel like it's easy for people to see it as that, oh, you're just in my way, you're slowing me down, you're being an annoyance, rather than like, no, we're here to get this job done, get it done right.
And I'll tell you, I hear a lot of feedback from our supers that how well they enjoy seeing Mason come and just how he approaches things, and like that is... It's not against, it's not hostile, it's not talking down to. And he got it. I mean, he's doing a great, fantastic job. And when I get that feedback, I'm like, go Mason, go Mason. I'm his biggest cheerleader, you know what I'm saying? Because it's a culture that you have to create.
Totally, and that's a hard one to do it with, safety. So that's pretty awesome.
Thanks for the kind words, Ted.
You're welcome.
What's your schedule look like right now, Mason? Like, how often are you traveling?
This month has kind of been a little bit different because of all the safety month luncheons that we're doing. But most of the time, it's Monday is office day, and then the rest of the week I'm out traveling.
Okay.
And same as Ted, it's like I try to differentiate. So if Ted's up north, I'll be in Tucson. And if he's in Tucson, I'll go up north. So we hit the jobs all the time. Every week it's a new job I'm going to.
That's cool. And Safety Month, I mean, this will come out after Safety Month's over, but we've had a good amount of lunches. How are those going? I got to go to the Cornerstone one, but that's it. So how are the other ones?
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we're doing, we're having our superintendents give a toolbox talk during that. So it is informational for the guys. We're bringing out food trucks for all the workers so that they can sit down and eat and get out of the sun and the heat.
Yeah.
And then we also have been doing a raffle. So we internally picked a few tools to give away, and
that's awesome.
Yeah, it's making all of the guys walk away with smiles on their faces. It seems like, and they're happy about it. And we've also been bringing vendors to the job sites as well.
Yeah, that's been super cool to see.
So we have Whitecap and Milwaukee. We're at the one
Shout
just
out.
yesterday. Yep. And then we're also bringing out some fall protection classes. So.
Did you do that one at the one yesterday?
Yes, we did.
How'd that go?
It went really well.
Cool.
Yeah.
Is that like is that interactive, What is that exactly?
It can be. I mean, depending on the presenter.
Okay.
The one yesterday, he didn't use any volunteers to like get up and simulate the fall. He used a weight, but it seemed like it was pretty informational for all the guys. I asked a couple of them, and they said he did a good job presenting, and they learned a good amount from it. Yeah.
Cool. Is that what Summer did in like the warehouse a couple years ago?
Yes. Yeah. When the Werner rep was here. Yeah.
I need to find that photo. She's gonna hate me for that. No. Okay. So that's what that is. Okay. Good to know. Cool.
And then I covered a luncheon yesterday up in Kingman for
Yeah,
all
how'd
three
those
projects.
go?
Went very well. Felt really good of hearing the feedback from subcontractors. They've never had anybody ever do this for them before.
Awesome.
Let
That's
alone
really
food,
cool.
let alone prizes. I mean, everybody likes to win stuff, and the tools stuff they can use every day. So there was just the comments I was hearing yesterday. I was just blown away. Like we're doing the right thing.
Yeah, that's really cool. And we're doing lunches for every job site, not just those main ones. We're hitting on Wednesdays, which is good. So have we gotten pretty good feedback from supers regarding getting those lunches delivered and everything?
And that's one thing we changed this year.
Yeah.
We took all that headache or responsibility from the super because they're already running their job.
Yep.
We heard complaints, negativity, whatever, and so that was objective this year from Grenade is they don't do nothing besides be there, right? So with the marketing side and everything else and safety side and Melissa stepping in and scheduling and helping buy tools and the safety committee being involved. I mean, it took a bunch of us and I think it's going off very well.
Cool.
Yeah, I think the supers are liking it more too. They're not having to worry about ordering food and getting enough drinks for everybody and stuff. So
that's really cool. It's good to hear. I've been seeing all the photos and they look so good. So I'm excited to get a little post together.
Oh, good.
Ted, you are so loyal on social media. Have I told you that before?
I know. I'm a rock star.
Okay, I was looking for a thank you.
I know what I do.
No, I tell everyone when people don't comment, I'm like, well, Ted does. Ted likes and shares immediately.
I usually like
Mason,
some
where are you?
stuff I'll share.
Okay.
If
I see
like
your
it,
likes.
I'll share it.
Lily, not gonna lie, I don't see you, girl.
Well, I like everything.
Ribbit.
I'm never
Kermit the
on
Frog.
social media other than TikTok.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
I don't do
And
that.
like sometimes.
No, you don't do that.
And I like all the TikTok ones. And I'm in the TikTok, so don't even.
No, TikTok, you're great. I'm saying, what about LinkedIn?
Yeah, what about
Instagram,
I don't go on
Facebook?
LinkedIn. Really. I don't go on Facebook.
Instagram.
Sometimes Instagram.
I don't do that either.
See,
You're not Instagram. You're Facebook and LinkedIn.
Facebook and LinkedIn, that's
Yes.
it. I'm old school.
And I think your wife is pretty loyal of.
Yep, she shares it and everything.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay, don't look at me
The
like
dream
that. That was
team.
Oh, yeah.
The dream team, all right?
Seriously, oh my god. They're going to be our new social media crew.
Just call me Turbo 2.
Oh yeah, check out our new website too, because it's pretty nice.
Do you like it?
Yes.
Really? Yay.
Awesome.
I'm so glad. I've heard minimal feedback, so
I
I've been
like it.
interested to hear. Good.
Yep.
Yeah.
It was a long time coming, so.
it was.
But it feels good to have it out, and I think it is totally different and new and kind of molded to our culture. That was kind of what we were going for, so.
I think awesome job.
Thanks, guys. All right, I have one more game for you.
Okay.
It's called, well, it's not really a game, but it's more about you because we talked a little bit about you guys, but I want to hear more.
Yeah.
So, first things first, what is the topic you could talk about for hours?
Football.
Okay.
Work.
Really?
Absolutely.
That's how much you love it here?
I love it.
What about side by sides?
That's amazing.
Well, all right.
about
If you
your
want to hear
toys
the
that you
truth, off-roading side by side, let's get her done.
What about you, Macie?
Probably true crime.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. All those documentaries.
Yep.
Or any reality show I'm watching. Like, I need someone else to be watching it as well so I can talk about it.
Yeah.
It drives me crazy when I don't have anyone to talk about it with.
Are you going to that true crime conference?
No, Grenade is.
Grenade told me about it.
Oh my gosh. Do you watch true crime?
I like true crime.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Yeah, we have like a girls group chat. It just started yesterday. And there's like a court, shoot, I can't think of the thing. Like, you go into a courtroom and it's a fake one, but they make it seem real and you're like the jury and you have to decide guilty or not. And I send it to them like, what do you guys think? They do corporate like team building.
That's cool. Yeah.
No, but it's called like Crime Con that Grenade's
Crime
going
Con,
to.
yeah.
She said we could possibly do like a retreat to that next
Whoa.
year. The guys did their fishing trip. I mean, why not a girls true crime trip?
Okay, so I'm not going to go on that trip.
I know you're not.
That'll terrify me.
I
So
know.
good.
Regina will go in her place.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
It's so fun. But yeah, that's what I definitely could talk about all the time. All right, what is the most random place you've been. And I don't have an answer for this, but I'm trying to think.
You mean random, like not planned, or somewhere you go
No,
often?
like a random place you've been that most people haven't.
It's funny you have this as
I don't
quick
know.
answers.
I don't know either.
I know it's supposed to be
know.
quick, but
Yeah.
also don't have an answer, so I can't
I
even.
don't know.
Okay, skip. Where's the coolest place you've been?
Oatman, Arizona.
Is it really that cool?
It is.
I don't
Donkeys.
even know what that is.
So it's an old western town, and there's live donkeys that run the town.
Oatman?
Oatman, Arizona.
Which
It's
area?
up by Kingman.
Really?
We go all the time. Fall in love with. We follow on pages. We have baby donkeys that are adult donkeys now. There, we name them.
What?
Yep.
That's awesome.
Yep.
I want to go up there.
Do they have like a little lodge up there you stay in?
So we drive up there, but you can go to Kingman.
Oh,
you can go
it's
to
a day trip
Laughlin
thing
or
you can
whatever.
do?
Yeah, we do.
Okay.
We go up there a lot, but they're cool because they're donkeys and like on the back roads. It's an old mining town. They
Can you pet them?
Yeah, they're live. They go
But
in
they
the
don't- they like
stores.
you- oh, what?
They use water bottles to spray them out, and then every store you can get donkey food and feed the donkeys. I'm serious, they're just live everywhere.
Is there restaurants? Is it like
Yeah,
the whole town?
Yeah, and they shut down the town and they do reenactments and everything, and then the traffic starts going again. It's cool.
That's cool. I want
That's
to do
cool.
that. Yeah, I want to go there.
Yeah, go Oatman.
I like history.
Oatman.
History's cool.
Okay. I do not like history at all.
No?
But that sounds like donkeys. I mean,
Donkeys are cool.
I know. Okay. I know I hate saying I don't like history. I might cut that out. It's so embarrassing.
I
Why?
get the donkeys
Because
part. You just went, but donkeys?
Animals, yeah, I'm
Look
down.
it up. Oatman, Arizona. Look it up.
I just looked it up.
You did? Oatman? How far is it from Mesa?
Oh, from here?
3 hours, 3.5
Yeah,
hours.
yeah,
That's far for a day trip. You do a day trip?
all the time. Wife's got to get out of the house, you know.
4 hours up, 4 hours down. That's 8 hours.
It's
You
four-
go to
it's 4
Laughlin, you can
hours.
gamble, you spend the night, you know,
Oh,
get in
spend
the
the
water.
night.
You
If
can
you
do.
spend the night,
But I've
yeah.
been there up and down in one day.
Okay.
Yeah.
How far, Lily?
4 hours.
That's yeah.
See,
That's
I can
far.
do it in 2.5.
Yeah.
In the side by side.
Scary.
No, in his new truck.
Okay, if you could switch lives with any fictional character for a day, who would it be? Do you guys watch TV?
Yeah.
Okay. Mine would be Lucy Chen from The Rookie.
A fictional character. It can't be a real person.
Sure, a real person.
Oh.
Superman.
Yeah, I was just going to say that. Like,
That's a good
it had
one.
to be a
You could
superhero.
fly for a day.
Yeah. Probably a Superman.
Wow,
or,
my answer is
Batman,
suddenly so
Spider-Man.
many. You guys are picking superheroes, and I picked a LA cop.
Breaking Bad.
What was the show that she was from?
The Rookie.
The Rookie.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard of it?
I have. I think
Have
I
you watched it?
Yeah, many times.
I watched the first season of that, and then I
You
didn't.
need to keep going.
didn't
There's like
finish.
7 now.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh dang.
It's actually doing well.
And
I'm
who is she
obsessive.
in the show?
She's just one of the main cops.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's not his girlfriend or whatever.
His girlfriend.
Who's the main character?
is.
The rookie. It is her. I knew it. I knew it.
That's why?
I knew it.
Hold on, no. That's not
She's
why.
making up her own
That's
series right now.
why?
That's not. I do love him a lot, but no. I
Busted.
I wanted to be a cop at one point. I wanted to do. I mean, true crime. Come on now.
Yeah.
So best of both worlds.
You can open up a can of whoop ass.
No.
Because what are
they
you?
would stomp
You're a
on
brown
me.
belt?
Not in those shoes.
I am a brown belt.
She's a brown belt.
But yeah, you're right. Not in these shoes.
Not in those shoes. Yeah.
No.
That'd be cool.
No, I'm glad I did not take that route. I don't think it would have worked well for me.
Oh.
Like getting pepper sprayed, not happening for me.
You
don't know
just
until
for
you try it.
training. Just
What?
once.
Just for just I know, but no.
Taser.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you have to get tasered. No. I have one of those small ones, and I won't even do that.
You've never done it to yourself?
Mm-mm.
Oh, it's cool.
Come on.
It's cool.
Yeah.
That's such a boy thing to do. Oh, you haven't tased yourself yet?
No, I had to hide mine because all my guy friends were running around doing it to
Yep.
people.
Yeah.
And one of our friends that didn't like do anything, like he just sat there, and I'm like, that's horrifying. If I were to do it on someone and it didn't affect them.
Yeah.
Oh,
You're
yeah.
in trouble.
Yeah.
Oh no, wrong weapon.
Oh, sorry.
But I heard pepper spray doesn't affect everyone either.
Right.
I took a self-defense class, and he's like, you have to be prepared. Like it could affect you more than it affects him,
It's
even if
true.
you're
Yeah.
terrifying.
Yeah.
So what the heck's the point?
I've seen cops try to break up some fights and they get hurt themselves worse than the fight. And I was like, ah. Yeah, because the wind just came
Yeah, it
back.
just blows
Yeah.
right in
Right.
their face.
All All right. What is something on your bucket list that you have not done yet? Do you guys have a bucket list, like a legit one?
I want to go to Moab.
Where is
Side
that?
by side, California.
Okay.
That's a cool spot.
Yep.
I mean, I think the biggest goal right now is buy a house.
Nice.
Yeah, that's number one.
I'm selling one.
I know you are.
Give you a great deal.
I know.
Where are you right now? Are you in? You're kind of close to me.
I live by
like
you.
South Scottsdale,
Yeah,
right? Okay.
just north of you.
Do you want to buy over there too? Do you like the area?
In that area?
Yeah.
It's too expensive
Okay. I
for
know.
such small houses.
I'm looking at new apartments right now, and it's like even apartments are so expensive
It's
just because it
crazy.
has Scottsdale.
Just
in
the
front of it.
location. That's
Yeah.
all
Yep.
it is. That's all it
Yeah.
is. And all the investors that bought all the old houses and turned them into boxes, basically. It's
Yeah.
called Boxdale now.
Yeah.
What? What does that mean, boxes?
Boxdale. So those old style homes that I live in, that Grenay lives in,
Yeah.
they have totally renovated them and changed the look of them on the outside. So they're like white boxes. They look. They call it Boxdale.
I've
Yeah.
never heard that. That's so funny.
Yep.
Oh my gosh. I want to stay at one of those bungalows over the ocean, and it has like a water slide into the ocean.
Oh.
It's called a houseboat.
Oh yeah.
No,
Go to
no,
Lake
I know what you're
Powell.
talking about.
You could rent one.
You guys are rude. This is my bucket list.
They're in Jamaica.
They're in like 3 places.
Yeah.
Well, I've seen the ones.
Maldives.
Bermuda, I think.
It's like
the
Bora
Maldives.
Bora.
Bora Bora. That's the
like
one.
the super blue water. And
Yes.
it's like on the water. Your place.
Yes, you're literally like above.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
One
That'd be
day.
cool. My aunt and uncle went there one time.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah.
All right, a little more sentimental. What is your favorite part about working at Concord? And you can't just say one word.
It's the people and the culture.
It's got to be the people. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ted, that was 2 words.
I feel.
Well, she said not one word.
Yeah.
I know,
not
I
one.
know
word.
that.
So I said it's the people,
I know.
the
I was
culture.
saying I want a little more, but
Yeah.
you know, it's true, and
It
I would
is.
agree.
It's family, you know.
Yeah.
And it's,
Yeah.
It's a, yeah.
I think I got a benefit in life of like happy to go to work, right?
Yeah.
That's how I look at
That's
it.
exactly.
I know
what
people,
I tell
that are
people.
miserable.
Yes.
They hate going to work, and I'm like, I'm ready to go.
Yeah.
Ted wants to talk
You
about
know?
work for hours, you guys.
Yeah, I mean, it's not always been that way. I've worked for other companies. Never, you know.
Yeah.
Even back in the day, early, you know, for me, 20 years ago, it wasn't like it is now either. You know.
Like when you first started here?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's different. You know.
Yeah.
Better. It's you can't ask for a better place. That, yes, you can complain. They hear you. They can't fix everything, right? But they hear you.
Yeah.
And just knowing people's pets, families, what they like to do and hobbies,
Mm-hmm.
and work and enjoy. Like you go to work with your whole team you get along with.
Yeah. It really
know,
is
it's
like
just-
one of a kind. It feels
yeah.
like.
It really is. Yeah.
You know?
And
Yeah.
I said the same thing. The people.
Yeah.
And really, this year, since starting this job in January, or this position, I
Mm-hmm.
should say, I know everybody in the company now. Whereas before, it was just my project team and the people that I would
Right, I
meet at the
see.
Christmas party,
Yeah,
you know?
uh-huh.
But I feel very blessed because I know every single super, and I know everybody on their project teams, and I know all the people
That's
that
so
work in the
cool.
offices, and
Yeah.
it's really cool. It's been a blessing for sure. I love
Yeah.
it.
Well, and there's actually people here that we hang out with outside of work and do
Right.
things with. Like,
Mm-hmm.
there's several people I could ride side by side with. I mean, Mason went riding with me one day, so
Yeah.
That
and he's
was
still
when I
alive.
just got hired too. He was
I know,
like,
that actually sounds terrifying
come
for
ride
some
with me.
reason.
I was like, okay. That was a fun time though. It was awesome.
Cool. Well, thanks, guys. Thanks for coming on and talking all things safety and yourself, of course. But this one will be coming out in July, so we will do a little recap for Safety Month for our July episode. So thanks for joining us.
Thanks
Thanks
for
for having
having
us.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Boom.
We said that together. Thanks for having us.
We did, and we started waving
I
at the
know.
same time.
All right. Thank you guys so much for watching another episode of Banter with Builders. Like always, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and let us know what you think.
Bye, guys. See you next time.
Bye.